And what's scary about the UPPA laws, and it's by the Insurance Commission, which most states have adapted by the commissioner's standards. They've made different changes, but Texas, for example, with the Lawn Smith roofing case that happened, I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but Lawn Smith was a big company in Dallas-Fort Worth, and it's been around for a long time. I think it was like late 40s, and it was great roofing company. But they got entangled of handling the claims process, and I don't know all the details, but they lost the lawsuit. Well, then that opened it up to be able to do a class action because of that. Now, the way the law states in Texas is you go back. If you're a contractor and you get paid for an insurance claim and that person gets part of a class action suit, it's even if you've done the work or not, you're still liable to pay back every dollar the insurance company paid for that. So if the roof's $15,000, even though you spent 12 in it, it doesn't matter. And 100 people get together and they're all $15,000 roofs. I mean, it adds up. You're looking at a $1.5 million lawsuit on your hands.
That takes the biggest boys down to their knees.
Down to the knees. And insurance carriage, even your general liability insurance might not cover it, most likely because it's a Class B misdemeanor and it's a criminal offense.
Right. And that
so
you ain't covered for it.
That's it. That's how you lose your house. That's how you see some of these big guys.
That's everything you built just gone in a day.
Gone in a day.
Yep.
And so, you got a big house and a boat and all that, and all of a sudden...
Like I said, you can get away with anything once. It's once you start trying to do it at scale.
Yep.
And what we've built is a scalable model, right? Roofers that want to scale, roofers that are at scale.
And you're taking the liability.
Correct.
I mean, the claims process.
It's not even so much liability. I'm allowed to do what I'm doing.
That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. There's no liability. I have a license to do what I'm doing.
Sure. And how many states?
At this present moment, about 35.
Okay.
47 in the next, I would say, probably end of the year.
Okay, so if you guys are watching this and you're in a state, contact us, and we'll see if we're licensed.
Any state,
if not,
most
we'll
states, most states, I can get licensed. Outside of the ones where you have to get like retested, like New York took us a little bit longer than most states because that was a whole nother animal.
Sure.
But most states, it's reciprocal to Florida because we have pretty much the toughest laws outside of New York.
We set the standard, right?
So it's very reciprocal, and then worse comes worse, so we just have to open an entity, some small little details. We've gone after the reason why we're not full capacity at the whole country yet. One, there's a couple states that don't allow public adjusters at all, Alabama for one, and two is we just did the states that are more impacted that we think we're going to get more business from.